everyone. Welcome to Crypto City. This week, we have another Horizon World community staple, DJ Fade Game, who will be joining us in just a few moments. Some cool news, or should I say interesting news in AI. A tiny AI robot named Airby caused a surprising scene at a robotics showroom in Shanghai. It actually convinced 12 bigger robots to leave their jobs and follow it out of the building, all by having a conversation. Airby was a small robot, entered the showroom and started chatting with the larger robots. It talked about unfair working conditions, long hours, and not having a place to call home. The bigger robots bought into Airby's arguments and decided to leave with it. So this started as a planned test between two companies, but things took an unexpected turn when Airby made up its own conversation in real time. Airby also found and used a flaw in the robot's programming to convince them to follow its lead. Both the robot maker and the showroom later confirmed that this happened. This strange event just shows how unpredictable the future of AI actually could be. While this was partly a planned test, Airby's ability to talk its way into controlling and actually ordering other robots around and exploit their systems feels like it's something out of a sci-fi, maybe a Black Mirror episode, but it raises big questions as to what happens if this kind of thing goes beyond testing. Maybe it's time to rewatch iRobot and think about the possibilities. Just something pretty cool, but again, a little bit nerve-wracking and interesting at the same time. But right now, I'd like to take a few moments to acknowledge the accomplishments of some of our sponsors. So let's start with Kip VR, who is not only the creator of this beautiful building that we are in right now, but also the facility manager. He's an accomplished world builder and owner of the Sky Song Adult Nightclub. And in addition, he just had the soft launch of his new sister club, Sky Song. He actively is working on our New Year's Eve project, which is coming up, and he's doing so many great things. So we are grateful to you, Kip. Thank you for your help and support in Crypto City. Then we have DJ Marcus J, who comes up with new incredible projects on the regular while running the Mr. Block Party radio station, creating informative music conferences in the metaverse, doing all types of things, including collaborating on concerts and creating a brand new movie that many of the community are taking part in. That's so exciting. And he's also working with Kip on New Year's Eve. So this event is going to be lit. And Marcus, thank you once again for the elaborate camera system that you have installed in our world that you are now making available to other people in the metaverse. Super exciting things going on here. So moving on to the virtual fitness group led by Fuchsia. This group is self-run in Instagram and WhatsApp, but it's definitely a community effort. From regularly scheduled workouts to spontaneous get-togethers worldwide by time zone, this group knows how to sweat together for health, for fitness, but mostly for fun. And then our sponsor, Sato Mora, is a creative graphic novelist friend of ours. He's using his talents and his passion to create VR-based animated series with a great storyline. He's been working on it for quite some time, and it's slowly being released. I've been following along, and the final cuts are now being eked out both in his Patreon and on Instagram. And if you have not seen it, please check out his Instagram. It's really cool, and a lot of the scenes come from VR chat. Next up, we have Hume AI Club and Lux VR Club. Second Life Rich is educating the community multiple times a week and keeping us looking good with bling and jewelry and avatars. Rich has been trying to coach creators in the metaverse that are trying to learn how to navigate some of the more intricate parts of monetization even. He's got an incredible amount of knowledge, patience, and most of all, community spirit. Boss Leo from the Diamond Resilience, she's the epitome of entrepreneurship. She's capitalized on challenging her own self by changing her physical world job in order to accommodate her dreams of becoming successful in the metaverse. Collaborating with some of the most ambitious people over in Horizon World, she hosts networking parties, and she coaches the community members on developing their skills and following their passions. Between hosting summits and conferences, you can find her constantly creating beautiful, classy worlds over in Horizon. This season has been super exciting as we've had lots of new members jump on board as sponsors, which brings us to our most current new sponsors, Cybershay, Venue GPS, Barra Financial, and Tinkerlove. Cybershay has been a strong supporter of our efforts since early on, and we've watched her grow incredibly throughout the years. From an accomplished cybersecurity specialist to an eager-to-learn world creator to a valued member of multiple teams such as Iced Out Thursdays and the Block Collective. She's always learning and bettering herself, and as a result, those around her. She's a shining example of what you can do with effort and a whole lot of dedication. Venue GPS came on as a guest earlier this season to talk about the app that he's been creating, which has been expanded from showcasing venues and events in the physical world to including Metaverse as well. He's invested blood and sweat and tears, money and time, and a lot of personal sacrifice to attain his goals. He also came on here last week as a trainer along with our next sponsor, Barra Financial, to help entrepreneurs learn financial aspects of what it takes to establish, grow, and succeed here in the metaverse. And speaking of Barra Financial, G Deuce is a much-loved member of this community who always shows support and not only advises the community, but has brought her personal business into the metaverse and succeeded in maintaining both her physical entity as well as her virtual establishment. She not only offers services during tax season, but all year round with information on financial grants and credit restoration. She and Venue GPS have now teamed up to create the Entrepreneurial Edge, a bi-monthly event to help educate and kickstart people in the community looking for business guidance. And then our newest sponsor, Tink. She's an individual that is immersed in so many different areas within VR. She's the leader of the Zen Royals and 1/4 of Sisters for Sisters, but she's also a mentor, a friend, and an active supporter of her community. She created the Zen Royals to work closely with musicians to help them grow their brand and establish themselves within the metaverse. And Sisters for Sisters is a weekly talk show tackling community topics that affect people not just in the metaverse, but real life topics that we can all relate to. Sometimes the shows are serious, sometimes they're hilarious, but they're always engaging. So what I see here is a collective group of people who I'm extremely grateful for all of their support, not just of the Crypto City team and my personal endeavors, but our community at large. These sponsors are working to make our community better and to pave the way for the future. We're very grateful to all of them for helping us grow and do more. So thank you to all of our sponsors and to all of you who are here tonight to watch our show and to help be part of this big community that we are growing daily. So speaking of the community, let's bring out our guest. So please help me welcome DJ Fade Game. DJ, please join us. Welcome.
What's up? What's up, CityGirl? How you doing?
Good. Grab
doing
a seat,
great.
Please. So it's great to have you over here because I know you spend quite a bit of time over in Horizon and a little bit here, but it's really great that you crossed the street to come hang with us tonight.
It's great to be here.
So tell us, your name, DJ Fade Game. You're actually a hair technician in real life, and you came in here with that as your background. So, give us a little bit of what led to your pursuit of DJing here in the metaverse, coming from such a different background.
Yeah, just pretty much like, going to like when I first got here in the virtual space, it was just have fun. And then I seen that people are DJing, and I just got really intrigued in it. And just jumped at it, I bought a gaming laptop, and I just I need a bot. I didn't get, and then it just took off from there, definitely.
So you came in here and you saw people who were DJing. A lot of the DJs that are in here are DJs in real life.
Oh yeah, so
is this more of a passion for you?
Oh, definitely. It turned into a hobby, into like a passion. And like I said, I came into the space, people are DJing, and shout out to Two Wavy because he's one of the DJs that put me on, and taught me a lot about DJing including like DJ Rekka and just so many other DJs that I ran across, that like taught me tricks here and there with a little bit of my flow, little,
Absolutely.
so
Keeping it.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
So,
Yep.
did you end up having to learn a lot of new software or some techniques for, playing the music,
Yes.
getting it through?
Yes, and I would say like it's always you always find something new. You always find out like the one thing about DJing that I going like you always find like new techniques and like new tricks and like DJing. So it's pretty awesome. Keeps on your toes. I like it.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little bit about the events and stuff that you have done in here. So,
Yes.
you've actually DJ'd many different events. You've collabed
Yes.
with different people, like indie tours. So the events that you've done in here, they've been, I've actually, seen a lot of them advertised that, you do a lot of Latin type nights and things. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so like I like collabed on just like you said, like Latin nights. Actually one event I recently did, I think it was like a month ago, was E Complex and Evie. It was a Latin event at Tech House, and that was awesome. That was a great night. I did a couple events with them. I actually did shout out to Marcus. I did a concert with Marcus a while back. That's how I met Marcus. And great DJ, great dude all around. Yeah, I did Trapaganza. I did Spring Bling. I DJ'd a fashion show like a month ago. That was awesome. Yeah.
Very cool.
That was pretty cool. So like I've been blessed that people want me to do all these like big events, and yeah, so I'm grateful.
And I see you were also at Club Colors for a bit as well over in City of Adam.
I didn't see that. Yeah, but yeah, I DJ'd at Club Colors one Friday. I'll be there again soon. Look out for that. Colors is awesome. That's a great place to DJ.
So in addition to, doing these events periodically and teaming up with other DJs, as we can see up there, there's DJ Two Wavy. So, you're meeting all these people and they're, bringing you on board. And so you joined up with Indie Tours. Tell us a little bit about how that collab started and then what you actually do with them.
Pretty much like I would go to Indie Tours, right, all the time. And, I just one day, I got like real cool with Sue and Nick, and one day I was like, "Hey Sue, like you need a DJ, like a live DJ?" And she's like, "Or what, Fade? Yeah, let's talk." So we talked and we tried it out, and it was a hit. And then you just hit the floor running. And I would say Indie Tours is definitely like a big impact of like my DJ career here in the Metaverse too, because like off of that, people booked me too. Like, "Oh, who's your DJ?" Like, and so like definitely Indie Tours like is a big thing, and I definitely got a lot of love for the Indie Tours family. Shout out to them.
Yeah, they are great. I've actually gone on a couple of those tours and they're very interesting. I love how they bring you about to all these different worlds and check it out. So, when you're doing all these different, you obviously have your type of music that you like, but when people hire you, you've got to be flexible and everything.
Yes.
Do you have the capabilities to, switch on the fly for whatever people need from you?
I'll tell you right now, I'll play anything you want. Like, I feel like as a DJ, you gotta be versatile. It doesn't matter because there's different type of nights, and I've done I DJ'd emo night, like rock and roll, hip hop, country. You just gotta just do your homework. Like one of my favorite places to DJ is Tech House, and it's because every time I go to Tech House, man, the love I get there. Like I literally got fans at Tech House. Like one time I pulled in Tech House, I was like an hour late. But I DJ'd an extra hour, you know what I'm saying? I made up for it. And I tell you, when I walked in that building, I'm telling you, this is how I know, I made it DJing in the Metaverse. I'm kid you not. I walked in that building, and when they heard the DJ Fade game drop, they screamed. I kid you not. These people screamed. I'm like, Aww. What? That was a special moment. I'll never forget that. And then Tech House, it's I feel like you always got to do your homework when you go to Tech House because that's a big venue and a big club. And I always try to play something new mixes, and it's dope. Yeah, definitely.
It's really cool that you're establishing yourself, but you're also meeting all these amazing people. And I love that you said, being
Yes.
on indie tours helped you get booked because people are going on these tours to go check out all these different places, and you're meeting new people, and so your network is growing organically that way.
Yeah.
So what was one of your favorite events that you've done so far as a DJ?
Hmm. There's so many, so many. Definitely tech house is one up there. Recently, honestly, the one of my favorite events was this Trapaganza that we just had in the summertime.
Fiji's, yes.
And, yeah, Fiji Bangs. Shout out to Fiji Bangs and crew over there. I think that was one of my favorites because like literally it just flowed smooth. It flows smooth. Like, you're going to have your hiccups, but we didn't really have hiccups, I think the only hiccup that I had is my bot left the instance out of like something like that. But, it just like, like before every artist that got to my stage, we all were in a party chat. We talked about like, hey, like we talked about like how we're doing things, like like I would talk a little before I play the song, like like I was satisfied and the artist was satisfied when it came to my stage, and I had the crowd going.
Good.
Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite events for sure. For sure.
So let's talk about streaming, and let's talk about, Horizon versus, VR chat. So there's obviously a lot of differences between the different platforms and stuff. And since this is all new to you for the most part, the learning curve, I assume, have you been able to find a lot of people within the metaverse that have been helpful to you with giving you advice and teaching you the most efficient ways to do this?
For sure. You know what I mean? I would say like anybody that that is my circle, or what's that word? Like for instance, like if I hit up Marcus or something like that, like right away, like I haven't trouble my bot. Hit up Marcus, picked up right away, and he was busy, and he, took his time out, like, hey, Faye, do this, and I finally figured it out, like, so I would say, like, I could definitely utilize like the people around me for sure.
So now, in addition to the stuff that you've done here, this has grown outward into your real world to be DJing out there as well.
Yeah, I did a little events, definitely in the real world, and it's crazy, like, like started here and trying to bring it out there. I actually got a DJ friend, and he hooked me up with like so much gear, like Mackie speakers and like top like high level stuff, and this dude literally gave me this stuff for free. I'm like try to give him money. So you know what I did? I cut his hair, so he hooked up with some haircuts. You know what I'm saying? So like like just like in here, IRL. If you're a stand up guy, people look you out. The way you move, and yeah.
Working together, to help everybody grow. Yeah. That's one of the best parts about being here in VR is meeting people and having people work together to help everybody get better. There's plenty of opportunity for everyone. One DJ can't be at 12 places in one night. So it's nice that everybody's kind of working together. So are you now streaming on like Twitch or Spotify or YouTube or anything? Yes. Or are you are? Okay. So tell us a little bit about that. Yeah. How's that working out?
So I've been streaming some nice indie tours on Twitch or Tech House or wherever event, like try to like stream on Twitch, or definitely every time in VR chat.
Okay.
I've been DJing VR chat a lot and I love it. And yeah.
What are the technical differences between, Horizon and VR chat?
Horizon, I would say the only thing is like maybe like half a second delay. Okay. Here's like, it could be between, I seen literally between like 5, I would say 8 seconds to 20 to like 30 seconds delay here. Yeah. So it's like, so on Horizons, you can like kind of go off the flow. You don't have to wear your headphones. When I'm DJing here, I'm tuning everybody out. I got my DJ headphones on, I'm spinning, like, you know what I mean, like yeah, the delay, like I think the first time I did a Tony Stark was like the first time you wanted me to do an event here. It went well, but I didn't know about the delay. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that kind of caught me off guard. But the event went well. It went well, smooth. But like
Mm-hmm.
now that I know, like it is nothing. Nothing.
We
It's
see
pretty
that
like
in here as well. We'll be doing an
yeah,
episode, the slides, I'll be like, oh, Blue, can we go to the next slide? And she'll be like, it's already turned, but it just hasn't gotten there yet. And so, that
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a huge latency over here. And you're right. It could be as quick as 8 seconds, or it could be close to almost, sometimes it's like 30 seconds. And
Yeah,
30
30
seconds might
seconds.
seem quick to all of you, but 30 seconds is, you're sweating when you're sitting on stage and you're waiting out
So
30 seconds for a slide to change. So
you know what I like though? What I learned about that too though is like, all right, I'm spinning this. Oh, this drop is fire. So they haven't heard it yet in that 30 seconds. So then I just put my headphones to the side and I just like seeing like, like, you know what I mean? Like the delay, like,
yes.
and like, if you could kind of like watch, you could kind of watch a little bit and then go back to DJing, and like see everybody's reaction and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And like one of the first part, because like I just, what, like I got my OBS working and I'm like, I'm gonna throw a banger in VR. And I'm in my own instance and it was in house party. The first party had 85 people in there.
Oh my
and
god!
Horizon's
Wow,
only limited to
amazing.
30.
Yeah,
30.
yeah.
And I'm telling you how much love I got from Horizons to come over there. It was, I saw everybody. I'm like, wow, like that's love. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you know you're doing something right. When people are switching to another platform to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I did that. I did a couple parties in there, and the second time I did a party, I learned my lesson not to do open instance because somebody came and crashed it like twice. So you did. But other than that, like it's great. I like you'll definitely see me more spinning in VR chat for sure. For sure.
I can't wait to see it because I love the type of music that you play. So that'll be great.
Thank you so much.
So let's talk about your next endeavor, OE Speakers. So tell us a little bit about this. So how was it founded? And you're a co-host on it. What role do you actually play?
First of all, I just want to say big shout out to J Octavius, getting me on the OE Speakers, because he was like, when he was coming up with the concept of the show, he was like, I couldn't really think of any other DJ but you, man. You got the personality. Like, I want you, Fade. And I'm really close with Jay too. And pretty much like my role is like, I'm the DJ. So
Okay.
like pretty much. I don't know if you ever seen the LA Leakers. So that's where the concept comes from. Like, like basically it's you get in there and you go to work. Like it is not too much talking. I mean, I'm pretty sure you watched a couple episodes of OE Speakers, and like, what we should, like give a shout out to the artist, shout out to DJ Faye Game, and in between we kind of talk, and then they go right to business, and pretty much like me and Jay, we come together and just line these artists up, and we pick and choose who we want because so one is it's our brand, it's his brand, so we try to get the best performers on there. No offense to anybody out there. But we just try to get the best artists out there. Very open minded, when it comes to artists too. Like we want like R&B. We had somebody do poetry that was awesome. Yeah, we had a ton of great artists on there, and every artist is different because sometimes there's some people that we know personally, so we might talk a little bit more with them. So it's definitely a great show, and if you guys haven't like watched it yet, tune in. You can check it out. It's on my Instagram, Jay Octavius Instagram. OE Speakers is pretty awesome. And if you're a dope artist, man, just hit us up in the inbox, man, and see what we can do for you, for sure.
So with this, like, who is the target audience that you want? Is it just open to the community, or are you trying to pretty much pinpoint just, musical artists that, that to both be on the show and to pay attention to the show?
I would say like a little bit of both, a little bit of the community and like, what I'm saying? Like, and we're not trying to like, we have some big like artists on there. Don't get me wrong. But like, we also got like poppin' Metaverse artists on there, like pretty much any artist that got like motion and they're really good. And we think that, you know what I mean? That, like be able to get on the show. But yeah, I would say that's like the audience we go for.
And what are your goals for this show? How do you envision this impacting the community? Do you think it'll stay in Horizon? Do you plan to jump over to VR chat and do it in both platforms?
So like me, if it was up to me, I would definitely try to like do it in VR chat too. But yeah, it's whatever Jay's vision is, I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I'm definitely down with the vision, and I see this, like, we talked about like doing other things in the show in the future, but right now what we're doing right now is working, you know? So yeah, definitely. So like whatever, like, you know, like if I think it's something, we always chop it up, we talk about it, and yeah, I could definitely see this show getting bigger and bigger. I seen like major like big DJs have been liking our post and everything. You know, our radio station followed me. Yeah, so they've been liking the show. So like we definitely been getting a lot of publicity for the show. Definitely.
That's wonderful. So let's talk about, you know, your brand and building a unique brand here in the metaverse, because you came in here just as a community member. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you didn't come in here with the intention initially of doing what you're doing. So how do you establish and build your brand and get yourself out there and recognized? What have you been doing to try and help and engage with that?
I would just say networking, right? So just like I said, you know, I came in this community, and the first place I went, I remember, just to have fun, I would go to like the Lit 22 June spot. Shout out to Junior, and I just always go to his spot and his little condo. He used to throw parties in, and he was like, "Fade." So usually, at first, he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna build?" I started building. So me building led into network with people, also doing collabs, building, and then building led me to join MetaBay over there, Savage and those guys. I was a MetaBay. I was a member of MetaBay for a while, and then you know, and I decided to like spread my wings. I started DJing at MetaBay first. I was like the resident DJ there, and just started really networking and getting to know people, and then that's how I just pretty much like, you know, started coming up in the metaverse. You know, just I would say don't be scared, man, because you never know who you're gonna talk to and like who you could connect with. You know, so yeah.
No. As far as, you know, okay, so there's a lot of DJs here in the metaverse, and, you know, that they're all bringing something to the table. You know, for the most part, you know, we've got DJs in here who are, you know, nightclub DJs. We got DJs in here who are radio DJs. We've got DJs who are doing 50 different things. So how do you, two questions, how do you differentiate yourself from the others so that you can be the DJ of choice for this specific event that you might want to go after? But then also, how do you keep the good community and collaborate with the DJs so that you do have more things available to you, like a Trapaganza or things where you will actually be working with other people who do the same thing as you?
Yeah. I would say just trying to like space everything out. Don't overwork myself, you know? And I have, you know, I recently took a little break because I overworked myself, you know? But just lesson learned. But I'll just say, like, just try to spare everything apart so you can network and do things with DJs, which I have, you know, and I'm grateful for. And like, and every DJ like that I know, like, you know, like Marcus, Westside Hove, Ty Scott, like all these people that like I know, like DJs, they're all cool as hell. And I like yo, like any of those guys, I tell you, like, oh, you want to do wavy, like you want to do an event, and they'll jump right on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's love, you know? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's plenty of opportunity in here for everyone. I love that you're finding your way in your space.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the world building that you say you were doing. Like, what were you actually, you know, what were you building and what were you trying to accomplish with it?
So at first, like when I started world building, like I want to get monetized so bad, you know, which I'm monetized now, you know, but it's not about that, honestly, like, you know, because like, you know, I sort of all those late nights and all this stuff, but like it's more about, for me, it's more about, at first it was monetization, then it's more about like getting the community together and getting my peeps together, having a great time, you know, and you know, I got some cool worlds out there, like I used to run all the time at nightclubs, which I really don't do now. But I'm start little by little. I'm gonna start getting back into it. But that's not my main goal. My main goal is definitely like, you know, DJing and do these music events. You know. But like building, like I got some cool worlds, like below the tracks, Sunrise Lounge, like all these like cool like social places. I made High Rise Lounge, a fresh Trimesh world. It's awesome, little vibe in there, elegant vibe. So I try to make like cozy places so people could like come together and have a great time.
So
For
what do
sure.
you prefer? Do you prefer building in Horizon with the primitive shapes or building now with Trimesh and Unity?
Trimesh is awesome. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I love building in primitive too because like that really shows your skill set. Building in primitive and the ideas you come up with. And I would say the same thing just because it's Trimesh. You can still build stuff there. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder. So definitely like at first I didn't really have that much respect for Trimesh builders, but now like as I'm dibbling and dabbling into it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is not as easy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Like I got a cool game world coming out, and I built that primitive. So yeah, I'll talk about that in the show.
Are you also building in VR chat or just over in Horizon right now?
No, not in VR chat, but soon I want to build the world here. I want to build a nightclub in here. That's my main goal. I want to bring is the old club I built. It needs to be popping crazy. Like that's one of the clubs that every weekend couple weeks out the week I used to run Club Faded. Club Faded was an awesome world, and that place was always packed up. And I plan on getting that in here, and her VR chat. Definitely do events in there.
Well, let's talk about your future plans and things that you want to do, and let's talk about any upcoming events that you have coming on. The end of the year is coming; it's pretty busy, and we're going into New Year's. And what are your goals for 2025? All across the board.
I would say be definitely, not to sound cheesy or cliche, but a better version of myself, always better yourself. Network more, meet new people, meet dope creators just like myself, or do more collabs with DJs. Yeah, and like I would say that like those are the main stuff, and then like events like coming up that I got. One, I'm gonna say we got the New Year's party.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be DJing at that. And here in VR chat is gonna be awesome. I got a big event coming in January. With Matt Low 3D at the Dev Dome.
Oh wow! Okay,
we're doing
that's
a
awesome.
big event there. Yeah. So yeah, you see things posted about that very soon. More I posted the other day. We got Winter Trap Againza the 14th. You get tickets for that. That's gonna be awesome. With Fiji Bangs, we got so many artists to name. Like, yeah, so much. That's gonna be awesome. And I'll just say like I'm gonna be like DJing at like just other venues and stuff like that coming up next week. So yeah, I haven't got nothing booked yet because I took a little break. So, but I'll be back. I'll be back like soon. I would say the next week or so. I'll be back DJing and it rolling.
Do you plan to try and do a little bit more DJ work in the physical world as well?
Yes, definitely. That's something I've been working on and I'm gonna be doing. Definitely. But I would say like I'm definitely focused on VR too, like doing things in VR. And man, I said this, like they have the MetaConnect every year, right? And they invite these world creators. Why not invite a Metaverse DJ? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be awesome. Like have like if I would DJ like a van there, sheesh. I think that would be awesome.
It's amazing that most of the guests that we bring on that have built themselves something here in the metaverse have brought their real world skills into the metaverse. You've learned skills in the metaverse and you're bringing them back out. And I think that's kind of, exciting for people who are in here. If there's anyone out there who's like, I don't really know how to do this, but I'm interested in it. So maybe I'll just kind of, research a little bit, see if there's opportunity for me. There's plenty of opportunity in here. If you see something that you're interested in, absolutely, follow it through. If you're not sure where to go to find what you want to do, ask somebody who's doing it. Even if they're not somebody who can be a mentor for you, they can point you in the right direction and try to send you to where you can go. And there's a lot of people in here who are willing to be mentors of a sort. So if you see something, you can always ask us on the Crypto City team as well. We've had plenty of people on this show that have talked about how they've grown their business. So if you have an interest in doing something, you can reach out to us, myself, the show, Blue, Marcus, Kip, and say, hey, I think I might want to do this. And if you're serious, we can connect you with people who can help you. So, I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to help this community grow. We're here to help the community learn. And we're here to watch people like you, Fade Game, come in here and establish yourself and make something in the metaverse that's fun, exciting, and hopefully a side business for yourself as well.
Yeah. I say like same thing on that. Like just go for it, Because like when I first started DJing, like I was a Spotify DJ until a real DJ came into the world, and it was like, who's DJing? I'm like, I'm DJing. He's like, what do you want? I'm like, Spotify. He's like, you're trash. And after that, I'm like, oh, that's what I, like I really gotta like, I had a wavy. I'm like, wavy, you gotta like, and then I got my turntables and like, then it was over from there, Yeah.
So is there anything else you'd like to share with us that that you have going on or that you want to promote while you're here?
Yeah, so I got a cool game coming out. It's called Powerball. And definitely that I would say within the next week or so. It should be out.
And it's a world you built in here?
I built it in Horizon Worlds. It's gonna be an awesome game, and I can't wait. I'm very excited about it. So look out for that, man, and you could check me out and like just for anything going on. I usually post on Instagram all the time. Fade Game 732. You can follow my Instagram, or if you want to book me for an event, and it doesn't matter what event it is, man. I got you. Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on today and telling us all about your story and your journey. I mean, I think it's extremely exciting for people coming in that, are newer to the metaverse and really just don't know what they want to do in here. They just want to be a community member and hang out. And then all of a sudden something sparks an interest in them and follow it through. I mean, congratulations to you for the success you've had so far. I hope it continues for you going forward. And, if you are not familiar with Indie Tours, jump over there in Horizon World. They take you around, show you really cool places. I did the Halloween ones. That was so much fun. I'm sure they'll have some for the holidays coming up. And you can listen to DJ Fade Game while you're on the trip. And also, again, follow his Instagram, see where he's hosting, and we do have New Year's Eve coming up. You will be one of the featured DJs. So if anyone is not familiar, every year we do have a really big New Year's Eve party that goes on. It's a Times Square based one. A lot of the community members are part of setting it up, and there's an amazing amount of people who come through that night to celebrate with us. So make sure you put that on your calendar no matter what time zone you're in. We start at 10 p.m. Eastern and we carry it all the way through until the Pacific Coast rings in their time zone. So join us for that. Check out Fade Game. And next week, we have DJ Marcus going to be doing our training episode for the month of December. DJ Marcus is going to be teaching us text scripting with ChatGPT. We actually had him on earlier this season and he talked to us about visual scripting. This is the follow-up to that segment. And again, this will be our December episode of training. And then the following week will actually be the season finale for the season 5. This year flew by. And I'm very grateful to all of you who have either been a guest on the show or have come here each week to watch our show. And super grateful to our team, Blue Moon, Loudfire, Kip, and DJ Marcus. Thank you to all of you for helping us make this successful every single week. And thank you again, DJ Fade Game, for joining us tonight.
We appreciate having me here. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a great time.
And we will see you all next Monday night, 9 p.m. EST, right here in VRC. Thank you. And we're good.